It all started with a declaration after President Muhammadu Buhari signed the Not Too Young to Run bill into law. On that day, the president hosted a large number of young stars, including the young legislators who sponsored the bill, Senator Abdulaziz Yaku and Representative Tony Nwulu. The president, after signing the bill, pleaded with the young lads to allow him go for a second tenure, after which they can take advantage of the bill and run in 2023.
Eligible age for aspirants for office of the president will be lowered from 40 to 35 years. Surprisingly, the age limit for senators and governors was not reduced as originally proposed by the sponsors of this bill. This is an issue that may need to be addressed going forward.
And so it happened. The president picked the nomination form for the post of the president at the APC headquarters, Abuja. He went through the appropriate screening and was elected unopposed at the APC's convention in Abuja.
It is with a deep sense of humility that I stand before you today to accept the nomination of our party, the All Progressives Congress, to be its candidate and flag bearer in the 2019 presidential elections. As I stand before you, there is no honor greater than the confidence given to me by all of you when you affirmed my nomination.
After the convention came lots of political permutations, with different groups endorsing the president's candidature.
We thank Almighty God for the blessings He showered upon you. The last time we met was on the 9th of January 2015, when we visited your palace in Aba during the presidential campaign tour. On that day, in the presence of Your Majesty, I was renamed Okechukwu Buhari. So I'm surprised in your remarks today you called me Muhammad. However, I'm delighted to hear you refer to me as the Obu Abu of Aba. This is the title you bestowed on me during that visit. For the non-Igbo spoken here, Abu Abu means the lion killer.
The president was also endorsed by his own members of the House of Film industry, Kannywood.
Nigeria sai Baba Buhari. Kuriyanmu na Baba Buhari ne, insha Allah.
Ran kai wannan dama ce da ka ba mu, muna godiya. Allah kuma ya tabbatar da alheri. Wannan aiki da kake yi, Allah ya sa ka ci gaba da shi iko kina ki.
Haka a matsayin madadin mawaƙa ƴan uwana mata, mun maka fatan alheri, mun maka fatan samun nasara a shekarar 2019 insha Allah.
All these endorsements and permutations did not interrupt the president's proceedings in governance. The president not only signed Executive Order 7 during the electioneering season, he also attended the 6th ordinary session of the Parliament of the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS.
This is another opportunity to demonstrate the commitment of this administration to conceive, design, develop, and deliver public-private partnerships with notable investors so as to close the road infrastructure gap in the transportation sector.
President Buhari became more popular when he got the attention of the international community, with 4 different presidents and prime ministers from Europe visiting the presidential villa, Abuja, to strengthen their relationship with Africa's anti-corruption champion.
African artists are the ones to explain to Europe and French people what their art is, what their perspective is. And this cultural season will be financed by African business people, and especially Nigerian business people, which is unique. It never happened. And I want to rebalance the relation. And I just told our friends that for me Nigeria is a good place where to change, to convert, I would say, this way to look to each other. Because here is not a place where colonialism, French colonialism happened, and your past colonial history is very different from a lot of countries because of the English indirect rules.
It's time for campaign, and the president launched his campaign committee and council, after which he launched his policy document titled Next Level. The president then continued engaging with state governors and other stakeholders.
That the people of Kaduna are 100% behind President Muhammadu Buhari, and they will continue to support him even after the elections of 2019.
Even the Southeast governors were not left out of the president's build-up to the second term.
Principally, we came to, on behalf of Southeast, to thank Mr. President for the award of the second Niger Bridge, to Julius Berger in the sum of 206 billion naira. And we understand that 7 billion has been paid as mobilization. So we came to, ask Mr. President to see if there is possibility of paying Berger 50% of the sum and secure the other 50% in bond, so that we can sleep with our two eyes closed, being assured that the job will not be abandoned.
After all the preliminary meetings, the president, led by his party, begins to tour different states in Nigeria, rolling out their manifestos. After campaigns comes elections, and on election day, Nigerians in millions strong voting points to make their choices, and the president was the first to arrive his polling unit in Daura, Katsina State. It only took a few days for the election umpire to announce the winner of the presidential elections.
That Muhammadu Buhari of the All Progressives Congress, having satisfied the requirements of the law and scored the highest number of votes, is hereby declared winner and is returned elected. Thank you.
President Buhari won his re-election bid after pulling 15,191,847 votes to defeat his closest rival, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party, in the presidential poll conducted on February 23. Atiku pulled 11,262,978 to lose the election with a margin of 3,927,869 votes. This, according to election umpire, was a result of collected figures of votes from all the 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory released on Wednesday morning.
In fulfillment of the requirement of the law, that certificate of return shall be issued within a period of 7 days following the declaration of a winner in any election under the Electoral Act 2010 as amended.
The president and his vice, Yemi Osinbajo, were immediately given the certificate of return.
The Vice President-elect join the President-elect, please.
Jubilations immediately trails the president's victory, with his loyalists and party faithfuls reeling out their expectations.
Progressive Congress, we congratulate our candidate, President Muhammadu Buhari, for the renewed mandate. I believe that what happened last Saturday was a referendum between a man of integrity and a man of doubtful integrity. And Nigerians have resolved the issue satisfactorily, and we believe Nigerians have spoken. They spoke the mind of the people of Nigeria.
I'm here in order to express my happiness and congratulate Mr. President personally, and also to seize the opportunity to thank all Nigerians for voting Mr. President for the second time, voting the most honest person in Nigeria, because he laid the foundation for the development of new Nigeria, and a man who loves Nigeria more than himself, a man who believes in free and fair election. I think we are forging ahead in terms of, getting the right things in Nigeria. So I'm here just to congratulate him personally, and before we come as a group from Kano.
We're very, very delighted to be here, and Mr. President also expressed his delight to have and to host them in the villa, and to say thank you to them, and I think it's a fitting close, really, to the presidential campaign for the president to look back and to recall that the way to victory was littered with the sacrifice of so many young people, and to appropriately call them to this place to have a short cocktail and a thank you meeting with them. And I think that it would inspire those children in no small way. It's a privilege to be in this place. Not many people in their lifetime will ever get the privilege to enter into the villa. And I think he puts meaning to the Not Too Young to Run bill that the president signed, and the commitment to developing Nigeria from the base right through to the top, and to build a country where everybody feels a sense of ownership.
This was an appreciation evening for the young persons who have played an active role in ensuring that all the processes of the management of the election were monitored all over the country. And it's historical because this occasion is taking place in the banquet hall of the villa, where Mr. President ordinarily would host heads of visiting countries. So the impression that it leaves out there with them is that the future is bright, the future is theirs, and they can as well aspire to the leadership of this country by this singular act of hosting them this evening. Looking into the future, Mr. President is very, very clear about the things that he will want to see. He will still stand on the three pivot points that he pushed in 2015, securing the nation, diversifying the economy, and also fighting corruption with all intensity. And there will be inclusiveness all over the place. And like I said this afternoon, that this is one government that has really invested in social infrastructure by inclusiveness, by bringing in people who are below the poverty level up, out, and out of poverty. There are so many things that we're looking forward to in the future. And I'm very, very thrilled and grateful that we had this opportunity to consolidate on the tenets and the gains of our democracy. Thank you.
The president, in his usual manner, appreciated the efforts of his supporters for ensuring his re-election.
My grateful thanks to all those who contributed to the logistical expenses of the campaign in such a vast country like Nigeria. I also thank the millions of volunteers, self-appointed overseers, canvassers, agents, escorts, and sentries who sacrifice so much of their time and resources to ensure the success of these elections.
Buhari, a former military head of state, a democratically elected Sixth Republic president, is now heading for a second time, hitting the same record with former President Olusegun Obasanjo. Emmanuel Bagudu, PTV News, Abuja.